Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's how does your person feel about you? I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you think that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that. If you do, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Just back from having the flu. You might have missed me. Did you miss me? I was off for like a week and a couple of days. Feeling really bad. Like, I still sound a bit, but I'm feeling so much better now. Would you like the crystal? This is an amethyst crystal, and it's out with Time to Walk Alone. Or would you like the flower? The flower is out with Watch and Listen Carefully. Someone watching you and listening to you carefully. Or would you like the shell? And this orange shell is out with Tea Ceremony. Someone that takes great care of themselves. Lot of self-care. Perhaps drinking tea instead of coffee. So, take your pick now. Don't forget to click like before you click off on this video down there. Leave a comment as you're watching and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I make one of these pick a card reads 3 times a week. Let me know what you want them to be on in the future in the comments below. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. Would love to connect in with you personally and give you a mini read in there. So come along sometime. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel. And I do a daily energy update as well every single day of the year. So check that out on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for you crystals, let's find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. So as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get this. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's go straight into your reading. I'll get you some cards out to find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. Okay, so we've got a time to walk alone and empowerment. They might be feeling like you're pushing them away at the moment. That you're very empowered and you're doing things by yourself, very independent and enjoying being by yourself. Perhaps they think that you're not looking for somebody or that you don't want them. Yeah. You see both of these images here, she's kind of looking away. She's looking away like she's not bothered with her arms crossed, and in the empowerment one, she's again back to, you know, looking away. So they don't think you're that impressed at the moment. Like, they're not really thinking that you are interested right now in them. But you've turned your back on them, have you? Let me know in the comments below. Catalyst. They're wanting to throw a stick in the spokes of your wheel. They want, maybe not literally, but they're wanting a catalyst. They're wanting a shake-up, something, perhaps a bump into you, or an argument, or just something to get you reconnected again. They're wanting to reconnect, but it feels like they are not knowing how to do that, how to make that reconnection, and they want it to be like, you know, bumping into you or some kind of catalyst, out of their hand kind of thing. Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. So they might think that you're out partying or having a wild time at the moment without them. Yeah, you know, our minds can do that to us. Taking a break from someone, or we don't hear from them, and our minds can go to the places, to those dark places, like they must be with someone else, out partying, having a great time. They're probably not. They're probably just like, I'm not doing anything. If you think about it the other way around, when you're having a break from someone else, and they're thinking you're out partying with someone else, it's very rarely true, right? So there's some of that going on. It feels really like there's a bit of a rift between you at the moment with these energies. Let's find out more. How are they feeling about crystals right now? 9 of Cups. Like, you're the wish fulfillment. So you're the one that can make their heart happy. They do want to be with you. Okay, take them as whole, but take them like this. Three of Swords, they're a bit heartbroken. They're heartbroken at the moment, and they might have felt that they've let you down. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a turn away for sure from you both. There's a Chariot and the Four of Swords. So they're kind of hoping that you are healing yourself at the moment from whatever has gone on, and that you'll get over it and that you'll move forward from there. Yeah, now, if there's a rift between you, it doesn't feel like this person is particularly empowered at the moment and wondering how they can put it right, or it doesn't feel like that they're formulating an apology or anything like that. It doesn't seem to be, they don't seem to be faced toward resolution and them actually being empowered and taking the steps to that resolution. They feel more like the hope that you just get over it, the hope that you somehow bump into each other and that there's a catalyst of getting back together. They're not particularly taking responsibility for anything here if there's a rift going on. So why the Nine of Cups? You're their wish fulfillment. Eight of Inspiration, they want to communicate that to you. Seven of Materials, they want to invest in you. And the Queen of Inspiration, they find you very attractive. So they're very attracted to you. They do want to invest in you and they want to tell you all of these things, but it feels like that there's a gap between you at the moment where that doesn't feel possible. Not just physically, but it doesn't feel possible energetically. You've got these walls up to them at the moment. They do want to pursue you. They do want to continue this. But it doesn't appear that they're very good at conflict resolution or talking about stuff. It doesn't appear that they're good at that kind of stuff either. Honoring your energy. They do honor your energy, right? So they find you attractive. They want to invest in you. They want to talk to you about that, about their feelings, about how, like, they want to talk about the positive things. Yeah. I don't think that they want to talk about any of the negative things, though. Three of Swords, so you're heartbroken at the moment. Three of Swords, why the Three of Swords? Four of Inspiration and the Hermit. You wanted to do, just to sort something out, to set something up, to something solid. You wanted to make an arrangement for something, or make something official, or have something set in stone for the future perhaps, but they didn't want to do that. Hermit, they pulled back from that. So you're heartbroken about that. This is like, well, let's plan on going on holiday, and they've said can't plan ahead or something like that. It's broken your heart anyway. It's shown a lack of commitment from them. Now, Seven of Materials, they do want to invest in you, but whatever it was that you were asking, you wanted to lock in, they pulled away from that. They decided they wanted to do their own thing now, and that broke your heart. Now, it could be just cross wires here. It might not have been a rejection of you. It might have just been a rejection of that one thing. For example, if you said, like, you're expecting to go out on Saturday night with them, right? And if you said to them, hey, do you want to go to this music concert on Saturday night? And they say no. They might have just been saying no to that music concert, not saying no to you on Saturday night, but you might have taken that as total rejection of you. So whatever it is, do you want, I'm getting like planning. Four of Inspiration card isn't the planning card. But I am getting that you wanted to set something in stone or make something official or plan ahead or something like that. And there was a rejection. They wanted to do their own thing instead. Yeah, it might not be a rejection of you. Hang on, what's behind that? These cards keep on falling over. What's behind that is a new day. There's always another day for it. There's another day for it. They might want to do it another time, is what that's saying. Okay. Perhaps this person isn't the best at communicating and thinking of how you're going to take it. Think of your feelings. So the Chariot and the Four of Swords, I hope that you're getting over it. That's pretty much what this says. Hope that you're healing from it. Seven of Inspiration, and that you will come back out. Come back around. That's what it is, and come back around. So pretty much they're putting it on you to come back around, to sort something out within yourself. You're not taking responsibility for that thing. What's behind that is omens. Perhaps you've done it before. Perhaps you have sorted something out within yourself before and they haven't had to take responsibility of it. Perhaps you've just kind of, gone back to them. Okay, let's find out more. How are they feeling about you at the moment? So it's like they do want to get back together with you, but they think that you've got a problem at the moment and it's yours to get over. Look inside of yourself. Examine what's causing you to feel this way. You see? They know that you're hurt at the moment, but they don't think it's their responsibility. And they just don't get it. They just don't get it. And they think it's your responsibility to get over that. and that they have seen that you do that you will look inside of yourself and you examine what's causing you to feel that way. And they're pretty much thinking it's yours to get over. I'm just the messenger, sorry. What else? How else are they feeling at the moment? Shine. It doesn't feel like to me that this person is off seeking love elsewhere or anything like that. They see you as that shining light to them. You're the most attractive thing to them in their life, kind of thing. I'm not calling you a thing. What I'm trying to say, because you know how shiny things attract us. This shine card, you're still that for them. You still shine out to them. They're not looking elsewhere. They're presuming that you're going to get back together. Just differences. There's differences in the way that you take things. It causes confusion. There's differences in the way that you see things, and especially in your emotions. So I'm getting that you're quite emotional about this, and like they're kind of not. They don't see the big deal, you know. There's just a difference, and it confuses them. They don't know. You know how I said they don't seem to think about how you're feeling and how you might take it. It's exactly that. They don't. They're confused. They don't even know how to go about that because you're a bit of an enigma to them emotionally. I've been in this situation before. I had a business partner a long time ago. A business partner, she was very emotional too. And one day she had a real big problem with me. And she wanted to talk about it. But she wanted to talk about it emotionally. And it was about an email that I'd sent her. An email about some printing. And it was just a quick email like, when you go to the printers, can you print this one off for me? It was just really simple like that. But she got upset about it, right? And it was confusing to me because she was asking me to talk emotionally about the printing stuff, and it's like, but it wasn't an emotional email. Like, she'd responded emotionally to it, which I didn't understand. I didn't understand why she was emotional to that email. I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. And it was all very confusing. And I'm getting a similar kind of thing here. They're finding it very confusing don't even know where to start to consider your feelings when it doesn't make sense to them. Why you'd feel a certain way about something. And it feels like it's something that they said no to. This. It might make sense to you and mean more to you. So for example, if you like invited them to family dinner or something like that, that might have meant more to you, like we're really together and we're coming to the family. It might have just been a like what are you doing on Saturday night? Do you want to eat there, or do you want to eat here? It might have been that simple to them, and maybe that's not the best example, because I think anyone, unless they're really stupid, would be able to preempt that might be upsetting to someone. Them saying like, no, don't want to meet the family or whatever. Perhaps not the best example there, but this person's confused as to even how to take your feelings into account, because it doesn't seem like they wouldn't go there themselves. That's not like I wouldn't have feelings about emails about printing something off, and I couldn't ever imagine being. Remember back, because it was so confusing to me. I was thinking, like, I imagine being that emotional and that triggered by something like that. That's a chaotic world she must be in, you know? I just couldn't understand it. I just couldn't understand it at all. And that's where your person's at the moment. So come hither. They do want you. They want you to come back. But they see you like being independent, shut down. Like these time to walk alone and empowerment. You're like, nah. They want to have a good time with you. They do want to have a good time with you. This person wants to take this relationship kind of lightly. They see you as a shining light. You're the wish fulfillment. They want to invest more into this. They find you very attractive. They want to progress this relationship. But for conflict resolution, it's tricky because they just don't get it. Okay, what do they want to say to you? Long distance. And this might not be like in kilometers or miles if you're American. Long distance might not be that. It might just be like there's a bigger rift, emotional rift between you, with the disconnection, not talking, or not being in each other's presence and kissing each other and all those other things that we do that bring about that intimacy. I gave in to temptation. Do something with the friends instead, or something like that, was it? Did they let you down? It could be that too. They let you down, broke your heart, gave into temptation. Something with the mates instead. There's a third party. Okay. There is a third party, and that doesn't have to be another lover or anything like that. It could just be friends. And I'm intimidated by you. I find you a bit scary. And confusing. It's that whole men are from Mars, women are from Venus kind of thing. We don't understand each other. Got different operating systems. You're the first person to make me feel this way. And it feels like that they want to stick at it. Like, they do want to invest. Destined connection. They do feel like this is a good connection with you. And perhaps they're learning about conflict resolution and seeing how, someone else's side of things. Especially emotionally is what I'm feeling. What else do they want to say? Divine counterpart. Wow, they think that you're a match made in heaven. I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. They might have expressed that to you as well, needy, especially around your emotions. I'm just getting like they don't get it. They don't get the emotional stuff here. And they might think that you're being needed because you have emotions. They might appear very like a stone, cold-hearted, because of their lack of empathy and understanding about the emotional stuff. So, bit of a tricky one here. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. You might want to get the deeper dive for even more. So in the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So this is something for you to do then, or is there something for you to get over and heal here? Let's find out. And guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for there? and how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. So, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that. If you do, toward the end of this reading, I will be popping a link for that up there. And also, there's one in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get your cards out and see how they're feeling about you at the moment. That person you've got your eye on, person you're thinking about when you clicked on this video. How are they feeling about flowers at the moment? Watch and listen carefully. They're watching you, paying attention to you. So if you kind of clicked on this, wondering what that person feels about you, because you don't really have contact with them, but you've got your eye on them, and you're wondering if they like you too. They're paying close attention to you. They're watching and listening to you carefully. So they might be checking out your social media. They might be watching you in real life. Paying attention to you, attracted, let's see. Could be listening into your conversations in the cafe, that kind of thing. Paradox. There's something opposite about you to them. You might not be their usual type, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting that there's something opposite, like black and white, like they're a certain kind of person. I don't know. It feels like there's an aspect of you that is opposite to what they're like, and they're finding it intriguing that they're attracted to you. So they might be looking at you, wondering why they're so attracted, and thinking, because we're so different than each other. Move. You know, it could be one's really sporty and the other one isn't, or something like that. There's something that's really opposite. It could be about movement, or it could be about where you're from as well with that. If they're from a different location, living at a different location, a difference in cultures or something like that. From different worlds is what I just heard. Now that doesn't necessarily mean different cultures. It could mean, you know, if they're wealthy or you're wealthy and they're not, you know, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so 8 of Wands, communication. This person is listening to everything that you say, everything that you're posting, and they might want to do that a little bit longer before they actually directly communicate with you. The 5 of Wands, a bit of a battle about this inside of themselves. It's like they're attracted to you, but not sure whether to approach you. What else? How are they feeling about flowers? The Chariot. Making a move, wanting to make a move towards you. Okay, let's get deeper into all of this. So the 8 of Wands. Now I was getting clearly from this. They're paying close attention to everything that you say and put out there and type and all of that kind of thing. But kind of biding their time for the direct communication thing. Tell us why the 8 of Wands is here. What's all of this about? They're taking it really slowly, Knight of Materials. So they just want to take it slowly. Watch you for a while, listen to what you say. before they, holding their energy back from you. Okay. Holding their energy back for a while from you, taking it really slowly, so they're just biding their time, kind of getting to know you from afar. Four of Emotions and the Ace of Materials, because perhaps they do want to offer you something, something big, like for the future, that could have a future. But I'm still getting this unsure energy. They're biding the time with that anyway. They're not going to rush in and make a swift move on you just yet. They're still watching you from afar. What's behind that? Healing energy. So perhaps they've just had like difficult relationships in the past. I mean, who doesn't? But you could remind them of one of the difficult relationships. Something about the opposites there. That's why I said, it's something in the opposite. So whatever, I don't know, you've got blonde hair or whatever, they've only been out with one blonde before and she was trouble. Something like that. So they've got to kind of heal from the past. So they're a little bit wary of you, but it's not about you, it's about someone in the past. So they're doing a bit of healing first. That's what's kind of slowing them down. But you're triggering them in a way. You're triggering them. So Five of Wands, bit of conflict inside of themselves about this. Knight of Voices, because they want to move towards you, but the past, there you go. That's what it is. They want to move towards you, Knight of the Voices, but Six of Emotions. That fear comes up because you remind them of somebody. Yes. And it's the fear around that person. It's the way that relationship went wrong. They've got to get over that first. Creativity. What's behind that? Could be about something that you do. The difference could be in something that you do. So the line of work that you're in. They could have always gone out with white-collar workers or whatever. And you're doing something very different. Perhaps you're doing something very creative. Business owner, or they're a business owner, they only go out with business owners instead of someone with a job. It's something like that. But as a result, there's something from the past you're bringing up for them, making them wary. Chariot. But they do want to move towards you. Could be wanting to visit you if they're in a different place here. Tell us why the Chariot's here. Music of inspiration, because they're hot for you. Lots of passion there. They want to make a move. Whoosh. Yes. Lust. That's a lot of passion towards you. They've got a lot of drive to be with you. So this person is very attracted to you. Three of Voices. But there's stuff from the past in their head all the time. Takes over their feelings. And it makes them scared. The heartbreak from the past. You're really triggering to this person. But yeah, a lot of passion for you. And so there's a lot of drive to get over this and heal this thing. Heal the past so that they can make a move towards you. What's behind that is duality. Very much torn. Oh yeah, the Chariot card. Of course, the white and the black horse pulled in two directions there, showing it again in this card of duality, pulled in two directions with this, the past and the fears, making them like reject you, but the passion, the way that they feel when they're focused on you, and they're focused on you a lot, paying you a lot of attention, looking at your pictures and especially the things that you say. They got their eye on you for sure. Okay. How else do they feel about flowers? How do they feel about flowers? Oh. Friendship. Okay, what can I say about this? I've got judgments. I've got judgments on them for this. They kind of want to start this as a friendship, but that is weak because they're just doing that out of fear. Like, because you remind them of someone, and it didn't go well with that person, they've got a fear around you. And so it makes them scared. It makes them scared of coming at you with this love offer and approaching you open-hearted in that way. It feels like they can't do that. And so they might approach you as friendship, but you might be toward them, but we're not going to be friends. That feels kind of weak. It feels like a cop-out to me, that. It feels like, well, if we just kind of start off as friends, then I don't need to heal from that stuff. Do you know what I mean? And then if they don't heal from that stuff, it's going to cause problems in your relationship. So release your blocks. They know that they've got a block to this. They know that they've got a block to this relationship. They know. But whether they're actually going to deal with that block or not, I don't know. Well, we'll see in the deeper dive, in that extended reading. Codependency. Oh, really? Okay. They had someone clinging to them in the past. Very dependent on them. And you're reminding them of them. Not that you're codependent, but, you know, like I said, it could be you got blonde hair. You know, it's something that isn't... Or it could be like if they're a business owner and you're not. They could only go out with business owners now because of this person from the past that had a job and then got overly clingy and dependent on them. Could be something like that too. But the fearing the codependency here that they've previously experienced. Family, there's something very familiar about you to them. They feel this very strong pull towards you. If you've got that strong pull toward them and you've got feeling this connection with them, they're feeling it too. Irresistible, like, responsiveness. They want to be able to talk to you. But self-worth seems to be an issue here. I don't know, if you've got really high self-worth, it could be that, you know, because that can be very triggering to someone that doesn't have that high self-worth, and that could cause this kind of conflict. This person is conflicted about you, but it's not about you, it's about themselves, you know. Let's see if this passion will win out. Forgot to do this one for crystals. How they're feeling about flowers. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation, it says. So they do have faith that they're going to be able to get over this and that you will be together. They've got faith in themselves. Let's find out what they want to say. What do they want to say to you? Fights, arguments, conflict. Okay, this is the stuff that they experienced in the past. They're scared of you. Right, and so you could be high self-worth, strong person, and last time they had a relationship with someone that was strong like that, there was a lot of fights and arguments and conflict and all that kind of thing, and codependency going on, and the scared that they're going to get that from you too. But that's not strong people that do that. It's the weak ones pretending to be strong that do that. And so perhaps they're wondering if you're pretending to be strong. Woo. I feel empty without you. It feels like they've tried to turn away from you and stop watching you, but they're brought back to you. Too many cards there. You're always on my mind. They keep on getting drawn back to you there. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. There's a bit of truth there. They feel like they're not good enough for you, and usually it feels to me that usually they feel like they are good enough for other people, if not better than other people. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't feel like a person that struggles with this conflict inside of themselves of self-worth much at all. So it could be surprising to you as well, because they could have a lot of confidence in themselves, but not with you. They don't. I feel lost without you. That card almost came out before. I feel empty without you. I feel lost without you. It's like the universe pulls them back to you all the time. I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. Don't know what they did to do that. You're the first person to make me feel this way. You're the first person to really conflict them like this. I don't know whether to put two and two together and realise that they just need to heal that past relationship is what they need to do. And not with that person, do you know what I mean? They need to heal themselves from that past relationship. They need to do some work there of like how they chose that past person, and you know, what were the warning signs that they didn't see and didn't pay attention to, how they could have done that differently. They're filled with regret, perhaps that they didn't sabotage, or perhaps that they haven't approached you yet. This is someone that wants to be with you, but they've got a lot of conflict about you at the moment. And yeah, well, let's see in the deeper dive what's going to happen here. If that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, you want it to be your story, you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, in that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation that you find yourself in right now. So what should you do here? Is there anything for you to do? Should you move on? Is there something for you to let go of? Guidance for you guys together. So if you get together, what are the dynamics between you? Are there any red flags, real red flags to look out for in this relationship? How can you make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. And the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button with that notification bell and leave me a message while you're down there. I love hearing from you guys. Tell me what the story is here with this person. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. As usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get your cards out and find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. Tea ceremony. They feel like you're very chill, zen, very particular, very present, very perhaps spiritually aware, thoughtful. Maybe the kind of person that does yoga, and they see you as very serene. Yeah, thoughtful, doing things on purpose, you know, taking good care of yourself too. Purification. That's what I was just going to say. I was just going to say drinking tea instead of coffee, and I thought that's just silly. I didn't say it, but that's what I got. Drinking tea instead of coffee, like really taking care of yourself, purifying yourself, detoxing, eating the right foods, all of that kind of thing. So this person's kind of impressed that you take good care of yourself. What else? Ambition. See you as ambitious. And this might not be like money ambition or anything like that. This might be ambitious in yourself, for your development, and you to be as healthy as you can be, or as pure as you can be, or as healed as you can be, all of that kind of thing. So you're as ambitious, as reaching heights for yourself in whatever goals that you want to reach. How are they feeling about you? Six of Cups, like you might be soulmates. Yeah, soulmates. The Five of Cups, there's some regret that they might have missed an opportunity to talk to you, or to move things further with you, or to ask you out. A little regret there. What else? Five of Wands. Feeling a little competitive or conflicted about something. Let's get deeper into this. Six of Cups are soulmates. They feel like you're their soulmate. Made for each other. Two of Voices, but they're not sure. You might be my soulmate, but I'm not sure. That's how. Yeah, okay. What's behind that? Joy. You make them feel a certain way. It's like you delight them when they see you, and that's what makes them think. It's your very essence delights them, right? And makes them feel joyful. And so that's what makes them think that you're their soulmate. But then they're like, oh, but I'm not sure. They're not sure in their mind, you know? They're perhaps sure in their feelings of the connection, but not sure in the mind. Why the Five of Cups? Four of Materials, because they held themselves back. They didn't talk to you. They had the opportunity to, but they held themselves back. So they're feeling regret for not talking to you or not asking you out when they could have done, or not, you know, moving towards you when they could have done. They had a chance, and they're regretting not doing that. They held their energy back from you. Perhaps they were a little bit intimidated or something like that. Well, let's see what's behind that. Movement into balance. So they were feeling a little out of balance. Perhaps your energy just kind of shook them up a little bit. So they regret not making a move on you there, holding their energy back. Five of Wands, but they're a bit conflicted. Why are they conflicted? What's going on? Because they're so passionate about you, Muse of Inspiration, and what's the conflict then? Seven of Voices, but they think they might be fooling themselves. Like you're too good for them is what it feels like. That's why the confliction there. You make them feel joyful, and they feel like, oh well, perhaps I'm not as good as Shells. So they're seeing you as like being very particular in yourself, ambitious in yourself, zen, calm, cool, collected, healthy, detoxed, all of these kind of things, pure, ambitious, just, yeah. And they're feeling like they've got this passion for you, but are they a good partner for you? Are they as amazing as you are? They're not sure, but they've got a lot of sexuality for you. But yeah, they like you and they want some of that. So they're not sure if they are the right partner for you. But there's this feeling. They just got a feeling with you. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. You might feel like you're out of reach, you know. You're in this kind of peaceful place. They might feel like that they've got still some drama in their life and all of this kind of thing, not wanting to bring that drama into your life. That could be why they feel like kind of like not a match to you at the moment. Take inspired action, but they want to make a move towards you. They want it to be inspired, so they want it to be like right time. They could be like waiting for like the perfect time of you to kind of be there, and for them to not feel conflicted and not feel like unnerved and out of balance this time, and make a move towards you. Feel inspired to move towards you, say something to you, ask you out, whatever it is that they want to do. What else? Self-love. Seeing you as like being really self-loving, taking great care of yourself. Do you? Let me know in the comments below. It's very strong, that energy. Like I can just like picture you and your energy as the way that they see you, as like being someone that does yoga and, you know, really taking good care of yourself, drinking tea instead of coffee. Not that coffee's bad for you. I'm very sensitive to caffeine. I do drink coffee though. I drink decaf because there's lots of benefits to coffee. People say, what's the point if you're not having caffeinated coffee? Well, I get decaf coffee beans, I grind them up, but coffee is really good for you. It's not the caffeine that's really good for you. There's other things in it, polyphenols and stuff. So I drink my coffee because I like it. But I don't like the caffeine. It makes me jittery and makes me feel like I'm losing it. It makes me feel like I'm losing it. That's not a good thing. So, self-love and communication. Writing. Do you write? Do you like write in a journal? Have they seen you do that? After yoga, do you go and sit in a cafe, drink tea instead of coffee, and then write in your journal? Is that what you do? You see, there's all these flowers. I'm getting goosebumps with it. There's all these flowers coming out of you, that self-love. It's like you really take care of yourself really well, but there's something about you writing that down too. Perhaps you communicate Is that what you do? Do you communicate about that, about taking care of yourself? Is that what you do? You could, like, mean like on a YouTube channel or in your social media or something like that? You talk about taking care of yourself? Withdraw, but they're feeling kind of alienated at the moment from you. Or you withdrawn like a hermit kind of thing. Wondering how they'd fit in your life. Clingy. This could be them. This could be them. They could be like little, low-key obsessed with you. But like withdrawn, like feeling not good enough for you, and so kind of hiding in the shadows kind of thing from you, but holding on, like clingy inside to you, so this person, they can't like kind of ignore you, can't let you go, they can't stop thinking about you. Well, let's see what they want to say. Wait, let's get this out first. How are they feeling about shells? The heart of the matter. You ignite that heart in some kind of a way and make them feel joy. You make them focus on love. And like attracts like. So they do feel like you're similar energy. You're very intriguing to them, like the way that you feel to them. Let's try that again, because I don't trust the way that card came out. I'd like them to fly out properly. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. And perhaps they're imagining this. They feel like the friends or family would judge you. That's what you do. Especially if you're talking out on this self-love kind of thing. What else? Can we start over? From that regret that they had of not approaching you when they had the chance to. You're always on my mind. I told you. I was picking that up anyway. With this clinginess kind of thing. I'm so sorry. I don't know what they're sorry for, but they're sorry. What else do they want to say? Toxicity. And this doesn't mean they're a toxic person. It doesn't mean they've particularly got a lot of toxic stuff in their life. But they're seeing you as pure as. Could be that it's just like drink coffee and they see you not drinking coffee. Do you know what I mean? They feel not good enough for you. Like you're more pure than them. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? This person does feel like they're into energy in their heart and in their feelings. They are tuned into their emotions, this person. This is a nicer reading for me when I'm asking about feelings. Then a lot of the readings that I do, I ask like how they're feeling about, crystals or flowers or whatever. And it's a lot of like what they're thinking, you know what I mean? But whereas this person, yeah, there's a lot of feelings here. So I like that. I like that about them. You might like that about them too. It's a sensitive person that you've got here. I wish I could give you more. They're wondering what they can bring into your life. What else? Childhood wounds are influencing my actions. Interesting. Got a bit of wounding still going on there. Holding them back from you. They're wondering, like, have they got so much to offer you, or would they bring you down with their toxicity because they're not as pure as you? They might feel like you might judge them or something like that. It's not necessarily true, but, yeah, like I drink decaf. I don't judge people for drinking caffeinated coffee. Good on them. I wish I could handle it. Apparently it's a really good pre-workout. I did used to drink caffeinated coffee until I realised how much it was messing me up. Okay, that's what I've got for you. So if that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, want it to be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, in that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So is there something for you to do to get this moving along, or get into this into a kind of an energy that's more inviting for this person, perhaps. Let's see. And guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you? Are there any red flags there that you need to know about? How can you make it work really well? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much, okay, for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, I'll see you in there very shortly.